So guys, today let us take a fresh topic. This is now, guys. Just the very basic thing when you want to activate your virtual environment. The first you have to create the virtual environment, and for that this is the terminal, and here you need to this is a virtual environment. This bracket. If it was not there, okay, then how the virtual environments are created? So So this is deactivated. I've deactivated my virtual environment. So it's coming C user del PyCharm project practice. So it's not in the virtual environment. Always we execute the codes in virtual environment. To do that, first need to create the virtual environment, and this is the code to create the virtual environment. Python minus m when v environment and the virtual environment name. You can just click on give there and click on enter, and we will get wait, guys. First we are creating the virtual environment. Just wait. Yeah, this is this now the cursor is blinking. That means your virtual environment is created. Python minus m v environment and then v environment name. Okay, any name you can give. I've just given v environment name only. And to activate it, you have to give this in command prompt. You have to write the whatever the virtual environment is there slash script slash activate. So this is how the virtual environment will get activated. So you have to just click on enter. So now what will happen is that your virtual environment is activated. Yes or no, guys? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
So this is, this brackets will come and this, shows that you are in the virtual environment. Okay. So now, guys, if you want to deactivate, you can write, deactivate. So now, guys, I just wanted to take a topic called as, Spark architecture. Although we will not, do anything with the Spark architecture, but we should know, what is overall architecture, and Spark is, a processing engine which will, process the data from input to output. So, guys, Apache Spark, I have told you this is just a, processing engine, and it will take the input data and give the output, and usually used in ETL, development and testing at the same time, because it will give the output of the data, and then we will check that data. So now, guys, let us try to understand this architecture. So architecture consists of, master and slave architecture, guys. So this is the master whose name is, driver program. And this is the slave whose name is worker node, worker node. So there are two worker nodes, guys. And this is can have multiple worker nodes. They are the slaves. And driver program is the master, and there's a cluster manager. It will provide, the resources. Resources means the memory and how many CPUs are required. So those things will be provided by cluster manager. The first is the driver program, it will drive the whole show. This is the master kind of thing, and this will create this Spark, Spark context. And Spark context is, for initializing the Spark, we require a Spark context. So what will happen is that driver manager, will create the Spark context, and it will execute the main piece of code. That means many pieces of code is there, but the program execution always starts from main. In Java also you would have seen main, and in Python also wherever you see the main, the code will start from there. So driver program first will execute the main. It will go to the main and start executing the codes, and always and also create the Spark context. Now what will happen is that after that, driver program will tell this cluster manager to give me the resources. Now what will happen is that Spark context will also interact with the cluster manager to initiate it. The cluster manager will tell that how many resources are there. That means how much memory is there, and then how much CPUs are there available for doing any task. Now what will happen is that the Spark context will give the data and the code to the worker node where this particular piece of code will be executed, and after the execution it will send the result to the Spark context. This is, guys, overall architecture of Spark. So I've written here it follows the master slave architecture. So we have a master node and multiple worker node. So this we have to remember, this follows the master and slave architecture. And then we have to know the cluster manager. So cluster is a group of machine. Okay, cluster manager will make the resources. Okay, And point number three, I have written, we have, code or application. So we can use Python code or Java code, any code we are taking. We have to understand the, execution, a high end. You can just record this session if you want. We are learning Spark architecture. Okay. So guys, in the Spark architecture, the first thing we have to learn is that, it follows the master and slave architecture. So this is the master, this driver program is the master, and Naren, if you want, you can record, okay? And this is the,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, this is the, child worker nodes. So now, well, guys, it follows the master slave architecture. We have master node and multiple worker nodes. So cluster manager is a cluster manager, manager in a group machine. Cluster means, when multiple computers are there and joined, that is called a cluster. So what will happen is that any code, how the execution will happen internally in Spark, that is what we are going to learn. First thing is driver program. So it will call the main method of the code or the application. For simplicity, I can write code. So it will call the main method of the code and then it will create the Spark context. This is very important. It will create the Spark context and call the main method of the code. And next is what guys Spark context. So this will interact with cluster manager to initiate the sessions. And then driver manager will request this cluster manager to give me the resources. Resources means the compute and memory. Compute means the CPUs, number of CPUs which are available, and RAM which is available. So now what will happen is that no cluster manager resource allocation information will be provided, and after that what will happen is context. This star context, will send the code and the data into a particular node, and it will send a particular worker node and try to execute this particular piece of code and then process it, and after that worker node will send the result to the Spark context. That is what is the architecture of guys of the Spark. So this diagram you have to make. This is a driver program, this Spark context, this cluster manager, this worker node, worker node, worker node. There can be multiple worker node. This is master, and these are slaves. And then this driver program will execute the main method in a code, and then it will kind of create this Spark context. Now, Spark context, interacts with cluster manager, and the driver program asks the cluster manager about the resource so which are available. Resource means the CPUs and the memory which is available. In return, it will tell these are the CPUs which are available. These are the memory which is available. These are the worker nodes which are available. Based on that, guys, then the Spark context will send the code and the data to the worker node, which will get executed and processed. And finally, this result from the executor, will be from the worker node will be given to the Spark context. Worker node consists of executor, which will execute the piece of code, task, whatever task we are giving cache to have the history of the task we have done. So all these things consist of the Spark architecture. Yes or no, guys? So, guys, after this, this is for the understanding, guys. So I have written here, overall the driver program controls the application and sends the work. Spark context, manages communication with the cluster. Cluster manager allows resources across the Spark, application. Worker node, host executor for running the task, executor run the task, and task the unit of execution, and CPU the memory storage in the executor for fast, reuse. So this is what is the Spark architecture, guys. Are you clear? Can you explain now if someone will ask you the Spark architecture? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, we come. We have to go through again and then we'll be able to.
See, so you have to just explain, guys, there are components, in the master slave architecture, and there's something called as driver program, multiple worker nodes. Driver program will execute the main piece of code, and then from there, their execution will start, create the Spark context, and then driver program will ask the cluster manager for the resources, it will give the resource, whatever resources are available based on that Spark context will send the code and the data to the worker node where it will be executed. It will send the result to the Spark context. That's all. So now, guys, after this, we will, move to a fresh topic called as what is lazy evaluation in Spark. Sometimes they're asking what is lazy, evaluation. So lazy, execution in Spark. So lazy execution means, Spark does not operate immediately. So when you define a function like select filter etc. So it will first build a logical execution plan that is called as DAG, directed acyclic graph. That means whenever any operation will happen in Spark, first it will create a design. And after that design, if it gets the action, so collect, count, these are the kind of action, then only it will execute. Else it will just, create the design and it will not, execute immediately. It will execute only and only when it gets this kind of methods. Else it will not, execute that particular piece of code. That is why it is called as a lazy execution. Lazy execution means Spark do not immediately, execute the operation immediately when you define them using this kind of methods. Instead, it will build a, I told you design that is called as directed acyclic graph. And once execute and only execute the plan with the action like this. The function that differ immediately or immediate execution. That means it will not get
Sir,
executed.
sir, this lazy execution happens in Spark due to the like time it is data frame taking time to upload and show all the data.
No, no, no. Lazy execution means, see, you will have a design, okay, but you are
Okay.
not executing. Are you able to see? See,
Okay.
the execution will happen only when you get these actions. Okay. When you don't get these actions, execution will not happen. It will just build the design. Are you able to understand? Suppose someone is preparing for a very, he wants to become a CEO of Microsoft. Okay. So what will happen is that he had made a plan. Okay. And he will do MBA from US, Oxford University. Then he will give the interview and then he will work in a few companies and he will have an experience and then he will become a CEO. Okay. So this is what, kind of plan, directed acyclic graph plan he has made. But actually, he's not doing anything. Are you able to understand? So
Yes,
it
sir.
is just a plan he has made. But to do that, what happens? He requires money. Yes or no? To go to US and take admission in Oxford University, you will have to pay 2 crore rupees. Yes or no, guys? So that action will happen when? When that money will come. Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
So you see any CEOs like Sundar Pichai or Satya Nadella or any of them, no, they have done higher education from especially from other countries and especially from US. Yes or no, guys? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So so that is what is the thing. You have to do higher education. This kind of environment is there, and that kind of financial support is there. Then only that kind of success comes. Yes or no, guys? So that is what I wanted to tell. That planning he has done. Okay, that okay, I'll become the CEO. Okay, but the execution will happen when he gets the money. Yes or no, guys? So now, similarly, guys, the lazy execution is Spark means what? He has defined, that select, filter, etc. So what will happen? This will not execute select, filter, etc. Instead, what will happen? A design is made that is called a DAG, directed acyclic graph, and you will execute only when the actions, is called. When this actions is called. Let me just tell you when it will not get executed immediately. Function that defer immediate execution. The transformation. These functions do not immediately execute when called. They build up a logical plan of operation to be executed later. The logical plan of execution is DAG. What is that name? Directed acyclic graph. The deferred execution allows Spark to optimize the entire plan before running any operation, which improves the performance and efficiency. Deferred means later it will execute it, and that will, of course, improve the performance and efficiency because now they suppose there are multiple filters, so they will be executing at once all the filters. So this will optimize the overall running and operation. So these are the transformation that will defer. Defer means later. Okay. So these are the, suppose map, filter, select, join, group by order by distinct union sample with column drop and limit. So this is the function that differs, immediate execution. Immediately, these functions will not get executed. This will get executed only when function that triggers execution. I've written this green symbol. So this function will trigger the execution of accumulated transformation. So this is the functions by which the execution will actually start. Collect, count, sort, take, first, write, save, for each, reduce, save as text file, save as table, head describe. So this is what are the function will trigger the execution. And this function, what will happen? This function do not immediately execute when called. And this will be what? They build up a logical plan of operation to be executed later. This deferred execution allows Spock to optimize the entire plan. So this is what is called as guys lazy evaluate execution. Now, if someone will tell you what is lazy execution, what you have to tell is lazy execution means Spark do not execute operations immediately. when you define them, like, select, filter, etc. Instead, it will, build a logical execution plan that is called as DAG, directed acyclic graph, and only execute the plan when the action, this kind of actions are called. So these are the functions that differ, immediate action, map, plan, filter, select, join, and all those things. Instead, they will prepare a, logical plan called as DAG, and DAG is, directed acyclic graph. But the function that triggers the execution, these are the functions which will trigger the execution. So you guys, you can define this, filter, select, and Spark just record those steps, and it does not run them. You can trigger them using, something called as count, right? So Spark analyze the DAG, optimize this, and execute everything together. Then any doubt what is, lazy execution in Spark? Yes or no, guys?
No doubt.
So this is just a theoretical thing, guys. What is lazy execution? What is the benefit? Lazy execution means, Spark does not execute, operations immediately like this kind of operations, and it will, execute only when it gets this kind of action. The benefit, it will, improve the, performance and efficiency because all the filters and all we can just put at once. After this, guys, these are the theoretical things, guys, which I have already, discussed. Let us just start the, actual, uh, actual, data frame, and let us just, guys, try to understand. So yesterday only I have started. So let me just, start again. So guys, import libraries means what? Can you tell me what are this? This is, guys, importing the libraries. Okay, suppose import pandas SPD PySpark.sql. We'll import the Spark session. This is, guys, your coding is starting. Please pay attention. PySpark.sql.function import this column pandas UDF sentence transformer. We will import this sentence transformer PySpark SQL types. We will import these things. First, we will create the Spark session. So before we can, work with PySpark, we need to create a Spark session. The Spark session is again an entry point for all functionality of a Spark. So in order to create a basic Spark programming, we use the following, Spark command, Spark session.builder.appnet.get or create. And creating a PySpark, we'll use the create data frame. So this is a column name, this data, and this is how the Spark, a particular, data frame is created. So let us, see the code wise, so that we can, just understand how, so our data frame is created. The data frame is like, guys, a table like a structure. Okay, this is again, so now let us just try to, see. So this is, we are creating a, a data frame. So let us just see. Is the Let us just wait, guys, to create the, data frame. Yeah. So guys, this is a data frame created. It's like a table, like a structure, only the rows and columns. So can you tell me the code, guys? Who will explain this code? Mukesh, can you try? What is this line number 2?
Yes, sir. So first, we from Spark SQL we imported Spark session means
So
from
this is what first line what I have written. Tell me. We are importing what? The libraries, yes or no?
yes,
Here
sir.
what I have written, what is the first thing? So first thing is what? We are importing the libraries or not? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
We import the following, Python modules. Yes or no, guys? So what are the
Yes, sir.
Python, module I am importing here? Can you tell me, Mukesh, in this particular piece of code? We are importing,
Yes.
Spark session. Yes or no? From
In it.
PySpark.sql. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So this is what, importing the libraries. Yes or no, guys? So from
Yes, sir.
PySpark.sql, we have imported the Spark session. Yes or no, guys? This is a mandatory first line. Yes or no, guys? We have imported the libraries. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
What is line number 4, Mukesh?
We are creating an this is the Spark. So we are giving the app name and get or create
No, so
means
what we are doing here? We are creating a Spark session, which is the entry point. Yes or no, Mukesh?
yes, sir.
We are creating a Spark session, which is the
Session.
entry point. Without creating this Spark session, this Spark will not work. Yes or no, Mukesh?
Yes, sir.
So this is what I have written here. See here, what I have written here. So before we can work with PySpark, we need to create a Spark session. To work with PySpark, we need to create a Spark session. Spark session is entry point into all functionality of Spark. Are you clear with these lines, guys? Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
So what is that? So to work with PySpark, we need to create a Spark session or not? Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
And what is Spark session? Is an entry point to all functionality of Spark or not?
Yes, sir.
So now, so in order to create the basic, Spark session, we use the following command. So what is this command, guys? To create this Spark session, what is this command? Spark session
Spark.
dot builder dot app name,
Uh,
and this is the Spark session what we are creating. Its name I have given as example. Dot get or create. This will create the Spark session, the entry point for any Spark functionality we want to use. Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt in line number 4? What is line
So
number 4,
that
Mukesh?
yeah,
Creating the
line.
Spark session.
Yeah. Yeah, Narendra,
So
can you tell me what is line number 4? Yeah, tell me.
yeah. Spark session like so every time we need to add that one fourth one.
Yes, yes.
Fourth
Every
line.
time you have to, these two piece of code, else Spark will not work. You have to
Okay.
initialize this Spark session. There's something called as public static void main in Java, where the line of execution start. Yesterday also I told you, if you want to run, okay, I told you there are multiple boys, okay. This is a boy, this is a boy, so many boys are there. In order to run, they have to stand, suppose the start line is the end line. In order to start the race, he also has to come here, yes or no? He also has to come here. And suppose a boy is here, then he will also have to come here. So this is the start line. Once they come to this line, then only the race will begin. So this line is nothing but your Spark session. This will initiate your Spark functionalities and codes. So this is a mandatory line. Yes or no, guys? Tell me, guys, yes
Yeah.
or no?
Yes.
Now, what is line number 6, Mukesh? Yeah, Chaitanya, can you tell me what is line number 7?
Yeah, Vikram, we are giving the data
So in which format?
in list format.
Yes or no? And
Yeah.
what is line number 14?
14, we are defining the columns in list format.
So how many columns are there?
3,
What are those?
ID, name, age.
Now what is line number 17?
17, we are defining data frame. We are creating data frame here
Yes, using
based
which
on the
method?
data. Based on data and column.
Yeah, no. To
Ah.
create a data frame, which method is required?
Spark create data frame.
Create data frame, yes or no?
Yeah. Spark dot.
Yeah, you can directly write here columns also. No need to write schema and all. Okay, directly you can write columns. Okay, now tell me what is this and what is this? Tell me. What is this data?
Data is like self, right? We are taking the data and columns.
Yes. So now what will happen? It will create a data frame. What will be the column names?
ID, name, age.
And what will be the data in that?
Data will be just like 1, 2, 3 and names, then the age.
And what is this line number 20?
It will show the data frame.
Are you able to see the data frame in that one?
Yes.
ID, name, age, and this values.
Yeah.
Now, if someone will tell you, can you create a data frame using Spark? Can you tell me? Yes or no?
Yeah, a simple data frame we can create as of now.
Yes. Someone will tell you how to create a data frame. Can you explain him that first we will import the library Spark session?
Spark session, then we have to create a Spark session, then we have to give the data columns, then we have to create the data frame, then we have to show it.
First, you will tell what we will import this Spark session library. Then you will tell what I will initialize this Spark session. How to initialize this Spark session? Spark session.builder.app name .get or create. Now this is what initialization is, the entry point of any Spark functionality. This Spark session is initialized. We'll give the sample data and column, and then we will use create data frame method to create the data frame. How we'll use this Spark will take and we'll dot it with the create data frame. We'll pass the data and the columns, and then that will be, I have given a name as df. Now this data frame I have written df.show, and this will show this data frame. Data frame is similar kind of like a table, only it is shown. These are the columns and these are the rows. Yes or no, guys? Are you clear now how to create a data frame?
Yes.
Yeah, but that example like you gave, right? App name.
Yeah.
So we can reuse same name for next another program or just
No,
unique.
no, this this there's a something called as Spark application where we are giving the name. So you have to always give the different names. Okay.
Okay.
So so you cannot use the this name. Yes or
Okay.
no? Because
Yeah.
every Spark session is unique, and you have to uh, give a different no give the uh, different names. You cannot just give the
Use.
same name. Okay, so you
Okay.
have to give different names. Yes or no, guys?
Yeah. You see anywhere in that example, like in that database or somewhere, like anywhere storing.
This name.
Uh-huh.
This name you can you can just print it, or there is a host. Okay, host 4040, which is not generally it does not work to see the app name. Okay, so that it should work as soon as the the host is loaded, but it does not supports here. It is not supporting. Else else there is something we have to use host 4040 something. So that way we can check the the Spark Spark name, but that is not supporting here. That is why we can't now see that. But you can use the simple print statements and all if you want to see. But
Mhm.
that in the app, if you want to see, so that is using the host command, but that is not supporting here.
Okay.
See here you can just see the the name. I've given the name is example. Okay, Spark context.app name. The app name is
Okay.
there. So
Okay.
using the using the port number and all, also we can see as soon as the as soon as the Spark sessions are running to see. But that is not supporting here because that is very fast operation. So 4040 is the HTTP P, let me just, try. But this, this site works, as soon as the, Spark is running. If I run here and I don't know at the same time, I, just click on here. So that is not, getting supported, but this is the way, guys. Okay. So as soon as you
Mm.
run this, HTTP 4040, and then, you can just see the jobs, the stages, and the, the performance and the environment, okay, and the executor, and let it get okay, guys, and the SQL, the data frame. Let me just show you. So it will work, only till the time this Spark is getting initialized. That's the only challenge here. So what you have to do is that now you have to click on this click, and then you have to refresh this HTTP 4040. That time only we can just see that. So that's the challenge with here. So as soon as that will yeah, end, it will become you cannot see that. So these are the Spark SQL data frames and that their details. What are the methods which got loaded? What are the jobs? Okay, and if it is a succeeded or not. So you can see all those things here. These are the Spark jobs. What are the stages? And but it will get eradicated as soon as this Spark session is closed. Are you to understand? So this for this PySpark job you can see in the browser. Okay. So this you can see only till the time it is getting executed in 4040 server. So that is the challenge. So as long as it is executing, this might work, but it will not work if you just just leave this once the environment the work is over, then it will not work. So that is the challenge with this localhost 4040. So this is what is the Spark job which is running. Am I clear, guys? Tell me yes or no.
Sir, where you are checking this, the local host, this is a app or it is from
No, no, in the
where?
browser, you are just putting, localhost 4040, and at the same time, you are running this code. Okay. So
Okay.
that time when the Spark is getting initialized, that time only this local host 4040 will run and you will get the Spark jobs. And suppose the user is Dell and the total time, how much is taken to create the Spark session and the scheduling mode and the active job, completed job, and this thing, this kind of details you can get it. How you can get it is that you have to just execute localhost 4040 at the same time. You have to execute this particular piece of code. So I will just share this URL to you. So once you install the Spark and everything, you can just give a try. Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir. Now it's
So let me just paste it. Okay. To So did you got my answer to see the app name? Yes or no? Uh, Narendra? Yes or no? Are you there? Nareen? Did you got
Yeah,
my
yeah,
answer?
yes, yes, yes.
So you just have to paste it here. You can just use it, guys. Okay. To see the Spark detail. But Spark session should be running, and then only we can get the details. This is one way, guys, and next way, just printing the app name. So that is a simple one. So this is what we wrote, right? Spark context dot app name. This will give the app name. Another way, I can tell it like this. Another way to get the Spark app name is nothing but your this one. This will work, guys. Print Spark dot Spark context dot app name. So guys, did you understood how to create a a Spark session? Tell me how to create a data frame. Tell me yes or no. Yes or no, guys? All of you.
Yeah.
yes, sir.
Yes.
So can you tell me this is what kind of what is this one
This column name,
and what is this one
datas.
and
Data.
what is happening here?
We are
Data.
data
Creating
frame.
data frame.
We are creating a data frame where data and column names are there. Yes or no, guys? And df dot show that is showing here.
Yeah.
What is this
Role
showing? What are the
description.
column, guys? What are the datas and what are the columns? Role and description. Yes or no, guys? This data frame is
Mhm.
created. Are you
Yeah.
clear with
Mhm.
this? How the data frame got created? Yes or no, guys?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, guys, if someone will ask you how to create a data frame, at least can you create a data frame? Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Yes. We can.
Now we are going to create, guys, a data frame from pandas. We have created from PySpark. Now let us see that there's difference, guys. 70% of the people are confused that all the data frame is same only. But let me make it very clear, guys. Creating data frame from PySpark is different from creating data frame from pandas. So pandas is again, a Python supported library, and again it is used for data analysis and data manipulation. So now, guys, to understand pandas, guys, you have to understand that you can create a data frame using pandas, which is separate. Then you create a data frame using PySpark, that is separate. And the difference between the data frame created from PySpark and from the pandas. So let us just see how to create a data frame using pandas and not the PySpark. Yes or no, guys?
Yes. We can.
Let us just see. So now, guys, see here. So import pandas as PD. We have imported that library whose name is pandas. So I've written import pandas as PD. Are you clear till this much? Tell me, guys, yes or no?
Yes. Yes. We can.
Yes, sir.
And from my PySpark.sql, we are importing this library Spark session. Am I clear till this much? Line number 1 and 2.
Yes, sir.
Guys, tell me yes or no.
We have to initialize sparse session also while we are using pandas.
Yes, 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 yes. Else you cannot, create the, uh, data
Mm-hmm.
frame. But you can, the syntax will be different for pandas data frame. You will see that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But Spark session you have to create only. Without Spark session, no.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
But
That's the
there we were using, PySpark, create
Mm.
data frame method. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Spark dot create data frame. We were passing the data and column and all those things, and then we are creating. But here, what is happening? We have initialized this Spark session. I told you
Mm.
how to initialize this Spark session.
Yeah. Yeah.
Spark
Yeah.
session dot builder dot app name dot create, and then what we are doing?
Mhm.
Create data frame. What we are doing? PD. This pandas we have taken PD dot
Mm.
data frame. Are you able to see? We are not using create data frame method. What we are using? Data
PD.
frame
data.
And then we have given a, tuple kind of bracket, and then we have created something called as a dictionary bracket, and then we have given ID. Dictionary. What is dictionary? Chanakya, Mukesh, can you tell me?
Key value pair.
Key value pair. So what is the key here?
ID is the
And
key, and values are 1 to 3 list.
then what is the second key value?
Name is the key,
Name.
and
Names are in list.
And this is also again a key value. Now, if I execute, guys, what will happen? A data frame will be created. Yes or no, guys? Do you guys agree with me? Yes or no?
yes,
But
Yeah.
are we writing show there? What we are writing?
Not
Print.
print we are doing
If
it.
you write show, then it will generate error. Yes or no, guys?
so show is for Spark only, right?
Yes. So is for PySpark, guys. This is not the method of pandas. Am I clear, guys? See
Yeah,
the
yeah.
output.
Yeah.
Are you seeing the difference, guys, in the output of pandas data frame?
Yes, yes.
You get a row number 012, which
Yeah.
you never got in,
Okay, row
the data
number
frame.
is
Yeah, you never got this data frame
Spark we did not.
using the PySpark. Yes or no, guys? Data
Yes.
frame. And then there was some some kind of lines between ID and name. All those things were not there. Yes or
Yes.
no, guys?
Yeah.
Are you able to understand this pandas data frame? If I write show.pdf, what will happen? Tell me.
It should
Error.
throw the error.
Yes or no, guys? What was the way in Spark? What we used to do? We used to take PDF dot show method. Yes or no, guys? Do you remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now what will happen if I do like this? What will happen, guys?
Sure. It will again. It is.
What is happening, guys? See the error message. Okay. Data object has no attribute show. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Can you
yes.
use this PySpark method show in this pandas?
No.
No. To see this data frame, what is the method we are using? Tell me.
Print.
Print. Are you able to see the straight away difference? The methods are not the same in the pandas, and the pandas data frame is different, and the Spark PySpark data frame is different. Guys, tell me yes or no.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, guys, again, now you can convert the pandas data frame to PySpark data frame. How can we convert? You can just write, spark.create data frame, and then you can put this PDF, and then you can show. That means, what is the Spark data frame? Tell me what is the way to create the Spark data frame. Tell me what is the method we were taking. Create data frame. Do you guys agree with me?
Yes.
Spark.create data frame, and then this is the data frame, whatever the data frame is there as PDF.
Yes.
And then we can use, guys, df.show, because we are using the the Spark data frame method. Then you can use the df.show. Let me just execute it to explain you clearly. So now what we are doing, we are converting the pandas data frame to the Spark data frame. Are you able to see, guys? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Let me just show the result.
Let's make that print comment.
Yeah, this is coming. This is the print, right? I told you pandas data frame will have an extra row number 012. This is representing the row number. This is nowhere the data. Yes or no? So there are two outputs. What is the first output? Tell me. This is pandas data frame. Yes or no?
This is print and see. That is what I mean.
Yeah, I will show you. But as of now, did you understood? This is the
Yeah,
data frame.
understood, Vikram. Yes, yes.
This is pandas data frame. This is normal Spark data frame. Now, if you want to see only Spark data frame, just comment this yes or no, guys. Now you will see only what? Spark data frame, and you will not see what? Pandas data frame. Do you guys agree with me? Yes or no?
Agree.
So data frames are data frame only, but pandas data frame is different from the Spark data frame. The methods will be a little bit different, and the exact differences I will just tell you in the next topic. So let us just create now from the pandas data frame. I'm using converting into Spark data frame using this create data frame method. Am I getting it? Tell me, guys, yes or no?
Yes. So if you want to work with Ronan, we have to go with the pandas only.
Yes. If you need that kind of data, you can just go for the pandas. Yes or no, guys?
Yeah.
The basic difference between means.
Yeah, that is what is our next topic. Yes or no, Mukesh?
Okay.
Yeah.
So comparison between pandas data frame and PySpark data frame. Suppose this is the language. So what is the language used in pandas data frame? We'll directly use Python. Print is which language we are using? We are using Python. Yes or no, guys? Print is used as a language in Python. Do you guys agree with me? Yes or no?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
PySpark data frame, guys. So Python API for
Mhm.
Apache Spark. So we are using PySpark commands. Yes or no, guys? Which is the Python API. Yesterday I told you APIs.
Yes. Yes.
PySpark is an API between Python and Spark, and it has APIs like data frame is an kind of API. RDD is a kind of API. API is basically a interface between Python and Spark to interact. So that is what is PySpark. So we are using Python APIs for Apache Spark, but here we are using the language called as Python. Am I clear, guys? What is the difference, first
Yeah.
thing?
Clear. Clear.
And this is, for a small to medium data set. Okay, we will use this, pandas data frame, and it is used for, for big, big data distributed across the clusters, and for, for that kind of operations, we'll go for PySpark data frame for distributed clusters because there's a huge set of data. For a small to medium data set, we can go for the pandas data frame. And there's something called as lazy execution, guys. So lazy execution means what? Operation are only computed when action is triggered. So
Yes.
this operation will get computed. I told you there are action methods. Based on that only this operation will be computed. But here it is a eager execution. That means operation runs immediately. As soon as it gets a method, it will get executed. But here no. Here it will be executed only when the actions are triggered. Do you
Mm.
guys agree with me? Point number 3, yes or no?
Yes.
Mhm.
Point number 4 tells for a small, data set, single node performance is for the large data set for distributed, computing. And this runs on a single machine, guys. This runs on a, distributed data across nodes, cluster memory use. So this is used for, distributed data across nodes, and this will run on a single machine. So this is basically for a small set of data, and using Python and all, we will use for this pandas data frame, and for a large set of data using the upper API between Python and, Spark, we will go for the PySpark, data frame. So this is, small to medium is a big data, and there's eager execution, there's lazy execution, and then guys it runs on a single machine, and this runs on a distributed machines clusters. This a yes or no, guys? Now are able to understand the difference between pandas data frame and PySpark data frame, guys? Tell me yes or no.
Yes. We can. Yes.
So this is again guys, you have to understand now.
And one more thing, that
Hmm.
execution, what, how we can differentiate the eager and lazy?
This, see, yeah, we cannot, just go and see that this is lazy, this is,
Mhm.
eager. We can't, see, but
Mhm.
we should know theoretically because it is under the, execution channel. Okay, so how the
Okay.
execution is happening. So we cannot go and just check it is see that this is eager or lazy. Uh,
Mm.
Execution we cannot, we don't have that much capabilities
Mhm.
because this is inside internal thing what is the is it a eager execution or it can be a lazy execution.
Sir,
So
Mhm.
because we can go to this port 4040 and we can just just see that the time taken will be a little bit less, that we can do, but we cannot just see that this is the execution which is happening. We cannot tell that this is lazy or this is called as eager. But
Mhm.
that is the way, guys. You cannot because this is this things you cannot just go and just see and you can tell this is lazy, this is eager. That we cannot do. But guys,
Mm.
theoretically we can see which is eager and which is which is uh, which is the lazy execution. So that is what we can do maximum. We can go to 4040 and we can see which is getting executed, which is not getting executed. That we can do. I told you 4040. Do you remember, guys? Yes or no?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So there we can just try that lazy execution and fast execution, but we cannot directly see. Suppose this is a a panda, yeah, suppose we are creating using data frame. Suppose let me just create using create using pandas library and go to this 4040 portal. So let me just go here. Here is that 4040 portal. This will give error only, okay? Why? Because you have to just first execute this. At the same time, you will have to what? Run it. Yes or no, guys? Then we can just, try. Till the time, Spark is, running, then only we can, see that. That's the, challenge here. If the Spark execution is over, then no, see, Spark execution was over. Then we cannot, see. So this is what is the, problem here. So, you need to click here, and then immediately you need to click here. And if the system is fast, then you can just, see. And if they not, then it will not be. Let me just, run a Spark session because it takes some time. If I go to Spark session, let me just.
Now we have to make it active and then we can see that.
Yeah. So now you can just, click here because Spark is taking a little bit time. So now if you run, it can work out. Yeah. So now you can just, you can see, guys, the executors. You can go to the executors and you can just see which is active, which is, dead, and what is the total execution happen. So these kind of things, if you want, you guys, you can just, evaluate it. Suppose I go to SQL data frame. So now the server will not be reachable. I told you as soon as, execution will stop, then you cannot, we cannot see that. So let me just, start the server again. So this is what, guys, how the details, if you want to see, you can just go here and you can just, guys, explore more about the what is the, existing RDD. I will tell you what is RDD and what is the difference between those things.
Sir, in duration it is showing 8 seconds. Means the this data frame we're using PySpark. It is taking 8 seconds, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. First
So
time
there is,
I'm being
yeah, you
seeing.
can just go and, guys, analyze more. Okay. So
Okay.
now, guys, let us just proceed further. Okay. So this is what
Okay.
is the, guys, lazy and, lazy execution and eager execution. That eager execution will trigger as soon as you get the, method, but lazy execution will first create the, design, and only when it gets those actions, which I have shown you here. Okay. Which I showed in the above diagram, guys. If you get those actions, then only it will get triggered. Yes or no, guys? This is the green. This means go. After seeing these actions, only it will get executed. But after seeing this methods, it will not get executed. It will just create the DAG. Yes or no, guys? So this is, guys, something called as, creating a, data frame using pandas, creating data frame using PySpark. What is the difference between them? Now let us just try to, guys, create a data frame
One
using.
more thing
Yes,
that
sir.
you said transformations action like can you go a little?
Yeah, guys, tell me.
So what is the meaning? Transformations.
That means this is got the group by when you group by data, it gets transformed in a some group for a particular department number you wanted maximum salary. So it got grouped.
Uh-huh.
That is a particular transformation. Order by you are sorting the data. Again, we'll see all this thing. Distinct, you want the unique values. Are you able to
Yeah,
understand?
yeah.
So this kind
It
of
will come
transform.
later.
It will
We
come
can
later. It
see
will
later.
just build up a logical plan of operation to be executed later. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Lazy people will do what? They will make the plan, but they will execute it later. Are you able to
Okay.
understand? Yes or no, guys?
Yeah, yeah.
That is
Yeah,
what
yeah.
is called as a lazy execution. Yes or no, guys?
Uh-huh. Yes, yes.
But active people function that triggers execution. The function will trigger the execution of the accumulated transformation. So whatever transformations will be there, this function will trigger those execution. Yes or no, guys?
Yes,
This
yes.
transformations were getting stored in a place, and now this will trigger, which will trigger this kind of methods like collect, count,
Okay.
sorted, first try, and all this method. Yes or no, guys?
Yeah, yeah.
That is what is godless, guys. Lazy execution, eager execution, and all those things we have learned, guys. Let me just, start a new topic, guys. That is, let me just create this one, creating a data from a CSV file. Is it fine, guys, if I start this topic? So, you know what is a CSV file, guys? Comma separated value. Yes or no, guys?
Yes, yes.
So this is a comma separated value, first corner, and this is the Ram, Mohan, and Vikas Singh. So this is a CSV file. Comma separated values means values are separated by comma and extension is .csv. Do you guys agree with me? Yes or no? Test.csv. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
So now if I want to create a data frame using CSV file, so what we have to do is that first you have to import the Spark session. So let me just guys import this Spark session, and then what we'll have to do is initialize this Spark session. How we initialize this Spark session? Can someone tell me the code to initialize this Spark session? Tell me, guys.
Spark session dot builder dot app name dot create or get.
Yes or no, guys? Here you can just write like any name you can get creating from CSV.
CSV.
Any name you can just give. Now what will happen is that you have to give the path, guys. What is the path of this one? Right click, copy path, and you copy this path, and then you have to paste it. Yes or no, guys? Do you guys agree with me? Yes or no? And then what will happen, guys? Just execute this. Okay, no, this path is wrong.
Double
You know,
slash.
double slash always. This if you go and use this, Mac systems, then Mac, if you have Mac operating systems, then you don't have to give double slash. Even the single slash will work. Yes or no, guys? But as long as you are using the Windows operating system, you'll have to give double slash. But if you use Mac, directly you can just the single slash will work. Am I clear, guys? How to create a data frame using a a CSV file? Tell me, guys, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So what is the format, guys? Spark.read. And then the CSV, whatever the format was there, and the path I have given. Yes or no, guys? Tell me.
Yeah.
Header equals to true. It will show the header. This is the header, first name, last name. Interfer, interfer schema equals to true if you want to see the, guys, schema, which I will, show you in the later classes. So that is why we write this two things. So let me just, write this entire code here so that it becomes easy. Okay. So for your system, you will have to give your path. Don't give my path. Okay. Even if you give, it will generate error. Yes or no, guys?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So that is why I given you one whole day to install the softwares, guys. Okay. Because if you don't practice with me, after 10 days, this will become like a Chinese movie. What is happening? What is happening? It will go like that. Okay. So please try to install this. Okay. Because these things are not something which is much theoretical. It's more of the practical thing. So the more you will write the code, execute the code, then you can understand. Theoretically, guys, you will forget after a few days and you will not be able to catch up. So header equals to true, treats the first row as the column name and infer schema equals to true, automatically infer the data type of the column. df.show display top 20 by default in the tabular format. So this is what is the, guys, creating data frame from CSV file. So let me just take one more topic called as using concat. So what do you think, guys? What will be concat?
Heading, sir.
Yeah, what is concat?
Merging two columns.
Concat is what? Concatenation of strings. Yes or no, guys? Suppose there are two string A and B. We concatenated, it become AB. Yes or no,
Yeah.
guys?
Yes.
If it is a first name, last name, we concatenated, it became what? The full name. First name and last name, we have
Yes.
concatenated. Yes or no, guys?
Yes. Yes.
That is what is concatenation. So in this tutorial, we'll show you how to concatenate multiple string columns, okay, of a PySpark data frame into a single column. In order to do this, we use two functions, concat and concat, with separator. Let us just learn, guys. First, we will import the libraries. Do you guys agree with me? Tell me yes or no. So this is the libraries we are importing. Do you guys agree with me? Yes or no, guys?
Yeah.
From PySpark.sql import session PySpark SQL function import column concat and concatenate with spaces. And then we will create a Spark session. So before we can work with PySpark, we need to create a Spark session. Do you guys agree with me? Yes or no, guys?
Mhm.
And how we create a Spark session? Tell me. Spark equals to, tell me, guys. Spark session dot what? Dot builder, then dot app name,
App
then
name.
dot get or create. Do you guys agree with me? This piece of code?
Yeah.
Yes or no, guys?
So remove the
Yeah.
slashes.
Yeah, you can just when you go to next lines, then the slashes will come, else you can just remove it. The Spark session is created, guys. Do you guys agree with me? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now we are creating a data frame using the PySpark. Can you tell me the way to create a data frame using PySpark, guys? Tell me. First, we will have what? Column names. Then we will have the data in the list format. Yes or no, guys? Here.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no, guys? This extra, dots are coming. I'm just, removing it. And now what I'm writing, guys? df.spark.get create data frame. Do you guys agree with me? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
And this will be what? Tell me, what will happen using this statements? A data frame will
Language
be created.
framework uses.
Yes, yes or no, guys? A data frame will be created. Do you guys agree with me? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, after creating, guys, this will be the data frame, guys. Yes or no? Suppose there will be a column called as language, framework, and user. Do you guys agree with me? There will be three columns, guys. What are that? Language, framework, and user. Yes or no?
Yeah.
And now we are using the concat function of PySpark to concatenate. So there is something called as, guys, say language, framework, and user. There's something called as, method called as concat. So concat, and then you have to use this column col method. If you don't use col, it will generate error. Please see first column, first what you are writing with column. With column means what? It will add a column. Yes or no, guys? And then you are writing language framework. That means you are adding a name of the column which is added. That name of that column is language framework. You are concatenating language and framework. That means these two will be concatenated. Language framework is concatenated. Yes or no, guys? But the important thing to see here is that we are using a method called as call. If you don't use call, then you cannot use this concatenate method. So let me just, execute this particular piece of code. So now we are using something called as df dot, with column, and then yes or no, guys? So what will happen? One column we are adding whose name is what? Tell me. What is the name of the
Language.
column we are adding? Tell me, guys.
Language framework.
Language underscore framework.
Yes or no? And then what we are using, which is the concat method we are using to use concat method. What we are doing, guys?
COL.
COL. Yes or no, guys? If you don't import this COL, this will not work. We have imported, from SQL functions.
It's
What are the things we have imported? Tell me. Let me just,
column and
make it,
concatenate.
big. This is our code. No, this is our code. Yes. Yeah, guys. So tell me what we have imported. Tell me, guys. Can you tell me what are the things we have imported? We have imported the call, and we have imported the concat, and we have imported the concat with separator. So now what we'll use? We'll use something called as concat. Then we are using which method? Which library, guys? Call. And then what will happen? We'll take the column name, first column, and the second column which we want to concatenate. First bracket is closed. Then what will happen, guys? Second bracket is closed, and the third bracket is closed. Yes or no, guys? Tell me, there are three brackets. Which are the bracket, guys? This call, this is for this one. These two brackets. Can you tell me where this bracket starts? Can someone tell me where this bracket starts, guys? This is for the concat. Do you guys agree with me? From concat starting and concat ending. Yes or no, guys? And this is for with column starting and with column ending. Do you guys agree with me? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
And what is with column doing? It is adding a column called as what? Language framework. Yes or no, guys? So with column will add a column to the data frame, but we can give the name, we are giving language framework. Now we are using a method called as concat. Then we are using a method called as column. Then we are using a method called as column. And these two columns will be concatenated because we have used comma. We are closing this concat bracket, and we use closing this with column bracket. Let me just execute, guys, and let us just see. So is it, are we getting the, df contact dot show? So are we getting the column which is added, whose name should be language framework, and the column called as language, and the framework should be concatenated? Yes or no, guys?
Okay, sir. So means we are giving the first the name of the concatenated column, and then which column we are adding, right?
Yes or no,
Yes.
guys? Yes.
Okay.
So that call and that concat is built in, right? It's already existed in that.
Yes, it is already
format.
existing. Yes or no, guys?
In the here language, it is not coming, I think.
No, this is not executed, right? This is
Okay.
just this is showing this is the framework, and this is the data frame, right? Still the execution is in progress, right? So go down now. See, are you seeing
Okay.
what is the column which is added?
Yes, yes.
Okay, got it.
What is the column which is added? Language
Language
framework. Yes or no, guys?
and
Which
yes,
two columns are getting concatenated? Tell me. This language and this framework is getting concatenated. Yes or no, guys?
Yeah.
yes, sir.
So are you understanding what is a concat? What is a with column? How to use with column? With column is used to add. This was your existing, data frame. Using with column, you have added a column called as language framework. You're concatenating this Python and Django. You're concatenating this Python and fast, whatever this text is there, fast API. Yes or no, guys? You're using this call method. You're using this concat method. You close this concat method. You close this call method, and you close this with column method, and then only you were able to add a column using concat method. Tell me, guys, yes or no? Did you understood what is a concat? Yes or no, guys?
Understood, Vikram. Yeah.
Yes.
So guys, no, just 1 second, guys. We can concatenate the string columns, language, and framework. Okay. So we're using the separator also, guys. So if you want to use, using the separator, so this is the method, guys. Let me just, show this one. Just this is just a small piece of code. Let me just, come here. So what we are writing here, df dot, with column. That means the column is called as language underscore framework. But what is happening here is instead of concat, what I'm writing, guys, concat with space. With separator. Yes or no, guys? WS. With separator. Yes or no, guys? Yes. Let me just, comment this one. So now what we are writing with separator. Yes or no, guys? Yes. Now what is the separator I'm giving? I'm giving a dash. Now what are the column? Language and framework. So between language and framework, what will happen, guys? When this will get concatenated, there will be a dash coming. Do you guys agree with me? Tell me yes or no.
Yes.
So what is concat with separator, and what is the concat, general concat? Are you able to understand? In with separator, what will happen? This language and framework will get concatenated, but in between them, there will be a dash symbol coming. Do you guys agree with me? Yes or no?
Yes, separator will be added.
Yes or no, guys? This is the normal, framework. Now we are adding a column called as what? Language framework. See,
Yeah.
this execution is still in progress. So now
Yes.
what will happen? Language framework will come, and then this column will be, this column language and framework will be, concatenated. Yes or no, guys? And the data between these two
Separators.
are having the separator. Do you guys agree with me? Yes or no?
Yes, Vikram.
Yes or no, guys? Tell me yes or no.
Yes.
So now, who will explain me this particular piece of code fast? Let me just, don't do that. Yeah, Mukesh or Chaitanya or, Naren, anyone can try. What is happening here? Fast, guys.
First
Yeah,
line,
Chaitanya.
we are importing Spark session.
Hmm.
And then we are importing the SQL functions concat and column.
Okay.
For.
Hmm.
Then in fifth line, we are initiating the Spark session.
Okay.
Then eighth line, we are giving the data in the list.
Okay.
Then we are creating data in the ninth line.
Okay.
Creating.
You are creating data frame.
frame.
Yes or no?
Data
Yes.
frame with the columns.
Yes.
Then
Now what will happen?
On 12th line, we are concatenating the full name. First name and last name as a full name.
Yes or no? Are you able to see? Yes.
Yes, sir.
A simple example now, without with separator. So you can just Naren, can you just give a try what I'm trying to do here? Can you just explain me what I'm trying to do in this particular piece of code? Can you just give a try and let me know what will happen here? Yeah, Naren, are you there? Yes or no?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes. Can you tell me what is line number 3?
Like import column that separator with separator.
Yes, concatenation with separator. Yes or no, guys? We are importing the library called as concatenation with separator. Yes or no, guys? So now what will happen? Tell me. Now what will happen? First, we are initializing the Spark session. We are creating a data frame.
Yeah.
We are concatenating without separator. Now this is what we are
11th
concatenating with the separator. And now we are not giving anything. We are giving space. We can give any separator also. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
You can give any space also. Yes or no, guys? Suppose I want to give some let me just comment this particular thing, and we just want to see the separator part. So let me just give a separator something. I'm giving dash. So now what will happen?
Yeah.
Now let us just see what will happen.
Alice dash Smith, Bob dash Johnson.
That means first name and last name will be concatenated
with
and there will be a separator in between them. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Let me just, just see this one. Then we can proceed further. Give me just 1 second, guys. Let it get executed. Are you able to see, guys? Yes or no?
Yes, yes, yes.
So this is what we
So
have
we,
learned. Yeah, tell me,
yeah,
tell me.
we got dash dash space also. Yeah,
Yeah, because we have
because
given
you
a
gave
Yeah,
that.
we have
Yes,
we have
yes,
given a space. Yes or no?
yeah,
Yes, sir.
yes,
Whatever separator you want, you give, guys. Okay, space, dash,
yeah,
whatever you want. Okay,
yeah, yeah,
just the
yeah,
concept should be clear. That concat WS means we
yeah,
are
yeah,
concatenating with the separator. Yes or no, guys?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah.
So, guys, let me just not proceed from here. Okay, and just we'll learn something called as removing the white spaces, L prime, art prime, and all later. So for today's class, guys, is it clear how to create a data frame and how to concatenate two columns, and what was the difference between pandas and PySpark data frame, and how we concatenate using the
Mhm.
separator, and how we concatenate without separator, and what is this call library, and what is this concat library. We need to import this kind of libraries, as we cannot use it. Are you able to see from PySpark.sql function, we imported this column concat and concat with separator, and from PySpark.sql we imported this Spark sessions. Am I able to
Mhm.
make you understand, guys? Tell me yes or no.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Thanks, guys. Then let me just, stop the class. Tomorrow we will,